Wrestling has more than one royal family, and could WWE soon have more than one member of the Rhodes? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and we're here to discuss some of the latest comments that Cody Rhodes made when he was on a podcast with Ryan Satin, of all people. Now, I'm not going to, spend 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes ranting here on Ryan Satin, but the fact that Cody Rhodes is heading in to WrestleMania main event for both titles against Roman Reigns, and he's doing a podcast with Ryan bloody Satin. I mean, I think that's kind of embarrassing. But anyway, we'll not talk about Ryan Satin. The fact is, Cody Rhodes was on a podcast and he was asked about the potential for his wife, Brandi, to appear on WWE television and essentially join up with him on screen. Now, this is what Cody had to say about that. I'm going to say it and then we will discuss my opinions on Brandi Rhodes and whether I want to see Brandi Rhodes teaming up with Cody. So here's what Cody said, and I quote, "We always, from a professional standpoint, we always wanted to do everything separately. In one of the last interviews she had done before I left AEW, a guy, Dan Lambert, was making fun of me in the ring. She went out there and didn't need me anywhere near it. She very much can defend herself and can fight her own battles. Very separate in that, I wouldn't rule it out, but she absolutely loves watching what I'm doing. She has some stuff that she's working on secretly, unrelated, and I ain't going to spoil it. Unrelated, I will not spoil it. Definitely never say never." End of quote. So that's what Cody Rhodes had to say when he was asked about Brandi Rhodes potentially joining him on screen in WWE. Now, there's like two things I picked up. So he says that we always wanted to do everything separately. So he's trying to make out as if, they both have different careers and that they're doing things separately. Well, but then he brings up like a story about how Dan Lambert was making fun of him and she went out there without him. But isn't the fact that Dan Lambert was making fun of Cody Rhodes in the first place, the fact that she came out to defend Cody Rhodes, doesn't that mean that they're technically doing it together? If she was doing her own thing, would she really have come out to, respond to Dan Lambert and defend Cody Rhodes? In my opinion, probably not. And second of all, if they really did things separately, if they had their own careers, then why did Brandi Rhodes have to leave AEW? Just because Cody wanted to leave AEW and go back to WWE, why did Brandi Rhodes have to do it? Or if they're separate and they've got their own careers and they want to do different things and they don't want to rely on each other from a career standpoint, then why did Brandi Rhodes also decide to leave AEW and pack up and go to, or at least just leave AEW with Cody Rhodes? So I don't quite understand those two things. Maybe she just wanted to be a good wife. Maybe she didn't want to, be on the wrestling road or whatever without her husband. I mean, I guess that is a possibility, but for me, I don't know, just doesn't really sound right the way Cody Rhodes is saying, like, do everything separate, but they both left AEW together, and then you've got Brandi Rhodes on screen in AEW basically defending Cody Rhodes' battles. I mean, could you imagine if she came on, WWE and was trying to, defend Cody Rhodes against like a Paul Heyman or something like that? I don't think it would look good. I think it would make Cody Rhodes look weak if he was like backstage not doing anything while his wife came out and defended him. So I don't want to see that stuff. But in terms of Brandi Rhodes, do I want to see her in WWE? I mean, there's a difference between seeing her in WWE and seeing her teaming up with Cody Rhodes. First of all, I think Brandi Rhodes is super hot. I think she is super hot. But at the end of the day, I don't think she's great on the mic. I don't think she's good in the ring. From a wrestling standpoint, she does not really offer much. Now, she never really was a wrestler. She was more of like a personality. Does this mean she could get a job doing backstage ring announcing or backstage interviewing? Maybe. But in terms of her being on screen with Cody Rhodes, do I want to see that? Probably not. Now, if Cody turns heel sometime, would it make sense? Maybe, he could bring his wife in, numbers games, all of this stuff. But I think for right now, the push that Cody's on, heading into WrestleMania, I think the last thing he needs is his wife Brandi tagging along. And I don't mean that like, disrespectfully or whatever, but at the end of the day, I just think Cody Rhodes is, he's got a lot of momentum at the moment, and I just don't think he needs his wife there, I wouldn't say she would take the spotlight off him, or she would try to, but at the moment, I just don't see how Brandi Rhodes being teamed up with Cody would benefit him at all. Yeah, it would benefit her because she would get on TV and she would, be in roles. She'd be in a big role in the main event, but I don't see how that's going to benefit Cody Rhodes. But, I mean, would Brandi Rhodes be in WWE someday? Who knows? Like I said, she is hot. I would love to see her in bra and panty matches. I know those days are gone. Even a lingerie match or something, I mean, I guess there's always Google Images, but still, it'd be nice to see it live and on Monday Night Raw. But instead, all we get now is boring women's wrestling matches. And Brandi Rhodes can't wrestle, so, she can catfight, but unfortunately she can't wrestle. So we'll see. We will see, guys. But yeah, I think Cody Rhodes is better off without his wife. Let me know, guys, what you think down below. Again, I think Brandi Rhodes is hot. If she was in WWE, then I wouldn't complain. But do I think right now that she should team up with Cody Rhodes? Absolutely not. That's my opinion, guys. Let us know yours down below. I'll catch you in the next video. And of course, until then, peace.